The reward assets is going to melt a lot of faces when it really starts ripping off. It's something that all of us are seeing it developing, and only a few people are paying attention to it. Recently, I've started to see a lot more influencers and other people in the crypto space starting to notice some of the projects that I have been vocal of from the beginning, like Ondo, and the market is slowly catching up. However, this is still the beginning. I am currently in the United States, and I attended a reward assets conference in Miami last week. And guys, the amount of hype from institutional and traditional and family office guys in this space is enormous. These guys are more crazy about reward assets or RWA more than Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's crazy. They're normies, most of them. So I definitely understand it. So in this video, I'll give you guys my 5 most important plays in the reward assets of recent. I mean, this is probably repeating some of the projects that I've told you already about, but after this conference, I've also learned a few important things that I might want to highlight in this video. So let's get to it. And first, maybe let's assume that you don't know anything about RWA or reward assets. Reward assets is basically a movement or a narrative in crypto of digitizing traditional assets, bringing them over onto the blockchain. You know how we trade cryptocurrency? Imagine if you could just take stocks and trade them the same way you trade crypto tokens. No need for KYC, they're on chain, on a blockchain, anybody, anywhere can access them. That would basically expand the pie of the marketplace. So to give you a real world example of what's happening right now, this is the one of the most important plays right now in reward assets. There's private credit, there are treasuries, there's stable coins, and there are commodities, and there's real estate. Some of the most active sectors in the market that are being digitized right now. Okay, so I'll show you right now. This is the current distribution based on different sectors, or at least active loans value by sector in the reward assets play. This is the auto, and you've got carbon projects, which is a really big thing with green energy and carbon emissions and carbon credits. That space is also being digitized. And you've got buy now, pay later, which is already a popular play in the payment systems. And you've got consumer products. Then you've got fintech. It's taking right now only $87.5 million in the RWA and other things as well, like mortgage, real estate, healthcare, and stuff like that. So you can see the market cap for this kind of stuff that's already working is very thin. It's really, really small. But nobody knows how, or at least nobody knows how it's going to play out. But I believe that this space is going to grow and attract a lot more money, even greater than DeFi, because this is bigger than just DeFi, to be fair. All right. So I will now explain my 5 projects that I think will take off, or that are the leaders in this project. Number 1, you guys already know, Ondo Finance is something that I am really, really bullish on. It's big. It got a lot of investors that are reliable. Pantera Capital is behind it, Coinbase Ventures, and so many others. We got into this project with already a couple of X, but I think it's still early. This project deserves to be in the top 10, at worst top 20. That's my take on it. And the second one for me is Chainlink itself. So while I was at the conference, I went to a meetup that Chainlink sort of hosted. I learned very clearly how important Chainlink is in this space, and also what role it's playing. All of these projects are relying on Chainlink as their oracle, and they're basically using Chainlink. And Chainlink is doing a lot of business development with traditional companies that are playing a role on Wall Street, wanting to come into the reward asset space or the crypto space. So I think Chainlink will be a really, really big player in the reward asset space. The next project that I'm bullish on is Goldfinch. It's also another big whale when it comes to reward assets. The market cap right now is only $289 million. This is worth $4 billion or more. At worst, I think $4 billion should be. In a bull market, this should be at a $10 billion market cap, but that's just me. The next project I think is going to do well in this space is Mantra. Mantra, or OM, is the ticker. Has a little bit of a high market cap, 565, but I do think it is still extremely undervalued. And another one that I'm bullish on is called Prop C. You can do research on your own on these projects to know exactly what they're doing, but Prop C is prop chain, which is all about real estate. It's digitizing real estate, bringing it over into the blockchain, and that's another reward assets play. Market cap only $47 million. But I do think these projects will do well, and if you want to look into them, do your own research. But what you need to know that's very important is that the crypto market goes through what we call cycles or rotations. So you get an AI rotation where everything AI is going up, and then after that you get another rotation, let's say DeFi. Each narrative gets its own time or its own pump. Some narratives last longer than others. Like we had a Bitcoin BRC20 ecosystem narrative in end of 2023 and it went so big. Already went from $2 to $95. So the same will happen with reward assets because most people don't even know about it. When the narrative for RWA starts, it's going to go on for it's going to be a summer, maybe a month or two of these assets starting to pump. That's when you're going to see real value. So definitely not financial advice, but if you're looking for real good projects with solid fundamentals that you can invest and sleep at night, I think those ones, the ones that I mentioned, are good. I'm fully invested in those projects, so maybe I'm biased, but you can do your own research. I just think those projects, man, they look so juicy. It's just a matter of time that we're gonna look at this video and be like, wow, man, it was very obvious, but what did we do? Okay, if you want to buy most of those projects, they're available on Bybit, OKX, CoinW. Links to exchanges that I use to buy these assets are in the description below. You use my links, you get a lot of benefits, welcome bonuses, free money, low fees. I get some kickbacks because those are my links, so it's a win-win situation.
What's going on? Whoa, I don't know what's up. My camera is being fancy and throwing fireworks.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay awesome and buy more Bitcoin. Ciao.